Good day, everybody. Good day. Good day. Did y'all see that? Y'all see nothing. You didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. Nope. Nope. Because this is Sit with Rev Melissa. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Good day. I hope everyone is well on this beautiful day. And I am Rev Melissa, and this is Sip with Rev Melissa, Spirit in Practice. Spirit in Practice, where we do what? We practice, because the perfection is in the practice. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And it's no better time to practice than when you're on a rocky road. When you're on a rocky road. And that's what our series has been all this week. When the road gets rocky. When the road gets rocky, right? And I've been asking that question. What do you do when the road gets rocky? Do you bury your head in the sand? Do you pray? Do you hope and wish? What do you do? What do you do? Do you turn around and go back, or do you keep moving forward? What do you do on the rocky road, right? So the rocky road is an opportunity for us to go deeper so that we can reach higher, right? We go deeper so we can reach higher. So I want to recap a little bit of this week. And one of the things that really stood out to me from the book, This Thing Called You by Ernest Holmes, was when he said, your destiny is not external. Your destiny is not external. So that means that your destiny is internal, that you have to create it within yourself in order to experience it outside of yourself, right? And that just simply means it's an inside job. So where do you do the work? Where do you work? Next time somebody asks you, where do you work? Say, I work inside. I work inside. Yes, I got an inside job. Oh, yes, I work inside. That's where it all happens. And the other thing that I loved was thoughts. What thoughts have done, thoughts can undo. What thoughts have done, thoughts can undo. What your thinking has done, your thinking can undo. So that's where you do the work. And where's your thinking? Your thinking is not in the kitchen. Your thinking is not in somebody else. Your thinking is inside of your own consciousness. Inside of your own consciousness, which is made up of what? Your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, and the creative source mind, right? The superconscious, right? And those three elements, those three substances work together. Work together. The invisible into the form, right? And we use our conscious mind, right, to impress upon our subconscious mind that which we want to experience in the world, right? Using the creative power, right? And it's no better time to practice that than when you are going through something. A lot of times we go through stuff, and the first thing that gets tossed out the window is our spiritual practice. The first thing that gets tossed out the window is spending time with ourselves, right? We get so busy trying to figure it out that we forget the answer is within us. Yes, the answer is within us. So the only place you need to go is within. And check on yourself while you're on that rocky road, right? Ask yourself, what am I believing about myself right now? Right? Self-examine yourself. Take an inventory. What am I believing about myself right now? And whatever that answer is, say, is it true? But is it true? Is it true? And by true, I mean, is it the truth with a capital T? Is it grounded in principle, in universal principle, that you are good, that you are enough, that you are worthy, that you are whole, that you are complete? What am I believing about myself right now while I'm on this rocky road? A lot of times when we're on that rocky road, what we believe about ourselves is not good. I'm a failure. Look what I did again. Why do I keep doing this to myself? I'm never going to amount to anything. I can't do anything. What is wrong with me? You know, when I just said that, what is wrong with me? I remember when I was pregnant with the girls, I said to myself, that is a sentence I will never say to them. What is wrong with you? I will never say that sentence to them. And I believe I'm 99.99% sure that I haven't. Because just think about a child, right? Going through something. Maybe they did something, right? Because they're children, right? And they're a little frustrated about something. And then you turn around and you say to them, what is wrong with you? Do you know what kind of imprint that starts to leave on that very subjective mind? It starts to question, yes, what is wrong with me, right? What is wrong with me? And then as we grow and we find ourselves on that rocky road, what do we say? What is wrong with me? Why can't I do anything right? Right? But then we could ask ourselves, but is that true? Did God make something wrong? That's what you're saying. You're saying that God made something wrong. The God that I know don't make nothing wrong. The God that I know says it is all good. It is all good. Everything made is good. Everything from the divine is good, including you. So if you're beating yourself up about something because you're going through something right now, ask yourself, is it true? Is it the truth? All right. So we're going to keep going, right? And then we talked about faith and how faith is a mental attitude. Having faith is a mental attitude, right? It is in the invisible. It is seeing that which is not seen yet, coming into form before it comes. Before it comes. That is having faith, right? And so we exercise that mental attitude, trusting and believing that it shall come forth. Either this or something better. Either this or something better. Yes? So I want to share something with you from the book that we've been using this week, this thing called You by Ernest Holmes. And this is what he says about problems. When a problem confronts you, take it into the silence of your consciousness. Instead of thinking of the problem, think of the answer. God does not have problems. Therefore, the divine mind is the answer to every human problem. Principle never have problems. Problems are solved by bringing them under the control of principle. The problem is dissolved as the principle flows through it to the correct answer. Mentally act and think as though the problem were only an argument trying to convince you that you do not know the answer. It is your business to neutralize this argument, taking it apart thought by thought until there is nothing left of it, until you reach a realization that dissipates it. So what that reminds me of is when in a previous sip, when I was encouraging us to peel back the feeling, right? Keep peeling it back, peeling it back, peeling it back until you get to the root, right? And I shared that, I was feeling a certain way. And when I peeled when I peeled back, I was feeling angry. When I peeled it back, I was feeling pain. When I peeled it back, I was feeling sadness. When I peeled that back, I was feeling unworthy. The root. Is it true? Right? Is it true that I am unworthy? I could apply principle to that statement. Is there a universal principle that says you are unworthy? I am unworthy. That the divine makes things that are unworthy? No. No. So we could dissipate that, make it disappear, and go back to the nothingness from which it came. Because it's not based in anything but an untruth, right? But an untruth. And so when Ernest says, don't sit in the problem, sit in the answer, right? And the answer is the truth. So if I'm on a rocky road, I could either decide that I'm going to focus on the rocky road, or I'm going to focus on the truth, right? And the truth is, I can get through this. The truth is, I am getting through this. The truth is, I'm through this, right? I am through it. It's only that the physical experience has to catch up with the truth. With the truth. And the only thing that slows that down from happening is our thinking, our believing, when that is not in alignment with the truth. That rocky road feels really, really hard, right? But you see, from everything that I've said, have I gone anywhere? Have I burned incense and lit candles and sat in the yoga position? No. Right where I am. Right where I am. I use everything that I am right where I am, because everything that I need, everything that is necessary is within me. It's within me. And then my intuition may say, do this, may guide me to something or someone that can support me further, right? That's some good stuff, y'all. That is some good stuff. So when a problem confronts you, take it into the silence of your consciousness. That means do your spiritual practice, because you're in the silence of your consciousness. Part of your spiritual practice is going within into the silence. And you might do that in meditation, many forms of meditation. You may do that in prayer, right? You may do that through your journaling, but go within into the silence of your consciousness where the truth is. Yes? All right, y'all. All right. So I think that's it. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. So what are we doing? See, I knew it wasn't it. Because there's this line in this book. This thing called You. And I remember the first time I read that line that I'm going to share with you in this book. probably 15 years ago. And I just came upon it again today. And I was like, that's some good stuff right there. This is the line. Your tomorrow is merely more of God's today. Your tomorrow is merely more of God's today. Because in the mind of God, it's already done. There is no tomorrow in the mind of God. There is no tomorrow. It's all happening right now. And in the next now, and in the next now, and in the next now. But it's all happening now. Consciousness is now. Consciousness is not in the past, it's not in the future, it's now. So what am I believing? What am I believing about myself right now? Right? We may have, because it took me a while, y'all, to get to a place of feeling and believing that I am worthy. Right? So when I say, what am I believing? Attach on to that word. What am I believing right now? Right now, what am I believing? Right now, what is true right now? The truth principle never changes. So what is true about me right now? And the truth is, I am worthy. I am worthy. And I just have to remind myself. I just have to remember. I have to recall it. Recognize it, unify myself with it, be grateful for it, and then release it to clear my path on that rocky road. All right, now I'm done. All right. All right, y'all. So I hope you all enjoyed the Rocky Road series. I hope you got something out of that you can use, and apply to your life, or when you find yourself on a rocky road, that you could recall this series, All right? All right, y'all. So let's get into some joy news. So this Sunday is a doozy. It's a 3-1 Sunday. We're going to start off at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time with Love and Joy. And we have a wonderful guest. I have to thank my producer for booking this guest. Her name is Lisa Sutton, and she is the creator and founder of In God's Hand. She is one of the 7 organizations that the Hero Ministry supports. This woman is dynamic. She provides food that she cooks after working a full-time job to the unhoused in Nashville, Tennessee. So she is the guest on Sunday's show, and I'm just thrilled that she will be on to share how she is so connected to her yes. She is connected to her yes, right? And remember, September's theme is all about love, and it takes love to do what she is doing, for sure. So Lisa Sutton, In God's Hand, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time this Sunday. And then join me for service at Rockland CSL, where I am the spiritual director. This Sunday's topic is When the Road Gets Rocky. When the road gets rocky. And I'll go deeper into the sermon from this series. Okay? All right. So 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We are in person. We are online on Facebook, and we are on Zoom. So you got 3 ways to participate in the service. You could come to the service in Tappan, New York. Go to our website for the information. You can Zoom in. You go to rocklandcsl.org and get the Zoom link on Sunday. Or you can go to our Facebook page, Centers for Spiritual Living, Rockland County, and watch us on Facebook Live on Sunday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And then 11 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday evening, we have our meditation with the moon. It's the full moon. It's called the harvest moon. And we have a full-blown spiritual practice. And maybe we'll do something around the Rocky Road. Maybe we'll do something around the Rocky Road. Yeah? Have a fuller experience of that by doing some work. Okay, so if you want to do that with me, come on right where you're watching me now, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. And after meditation with the moon, we have an after party on Zoom. So I provide the Zoom information during meditation with the moon. All right, so 10:30 a.m., 11:30 a.m., and then 11 p.m. Those are the times to keep in mind. All right? All right. I think I want to check in with Sekou, see how he's doing.
What's happening?
What's happening? What's happening?
I took some notes.
Oh, what you got? What you got?
So, couple things. You were talking about it's an inside job, and that reminded me of the Master Key System. That book that you referred me to a long time ago. And I found the quote. It is, the world within is the cause. The world without is the effect.
Yes. That's a good one.
Strong stuff.
Yes.
And also you said that when times get rocky, when you hit your rocky road, what often goes out the window is our morning practice, spending time with ourselves. And I thought, and you know what else? Also, we spend the wrong kind of time with ourselves when the road gets rocky. Like we get a pint of Rocky Road ice cream, a different kind of Rocky Road, and Netflix, right? Or we drink Smoothie King with ice cream in it. Don't even. That made me hot. Even when I just said that, made me hot. So don't even get me started on that. But the point is, we have to spend the right kind of time with ourselves.
Yes.
Especially when the road gets rocky.
Yes. Good stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
And shout out to Lisa.
Yes.
You have on the show. I met Lisa through Project Love Strong. She was one of the first people I met when I went to volunteer with Project Love Strong for their Hoodies with the Homeless event last winter now. And yeah, she's doing the work, cooking the food after work, driving to different places, bringing the food to the unhoused. Just amazing, amazing work. And she started doing all of that during the pandemic. This was a pandemic shift for her. But let me stop talking so you can learn more about her when she comes on the show. Let me not give away all the goodies.
Okay. All right. So we're going to be with Lisa on Sunday for Living Life in Joy, 10:30 a.m. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. I hope to see you on Sunday, either at all 3 or 2 or 1. It's all good. So peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.